Hey, your mic's over there.
Oh.
Grab that microphone. Deep Thoughts with Amanda today. Amanda just asked me a very important question. So, well, she gets dressed with a microphone. Welcome to Wardrobe.
I think yes.
You remember the deep question you asked me?
I have no idea.
Ed Sheeran was singing a song.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And your question was?
How can so much great music come out of one person?
And you almost,
Why don't we all have that talent?
see, perhaps, and my answer was, perhaps we all have a talent. We just didn't know what it was. You didn't realize your great talent, like Amanda. I almost said fancies yourself as a good advice person. Amanda gives fantastic advice. See, there's the F part that was catching me up.
Yeah, the fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's hard to come up with that word.
You have advice for everyone and all the time.
I
So,
do.
And I know many people that don't have as much advice as you. I know many people who see things happen and they're just like, I have no advice to give. You, however,
I always know what other people should be doing
has plenty of
in
advice to share.
situations. I have tons of advice, and no one takes it.
There you go. So we all see that. So yours is just isn't singing. Yours is to see things happening
And go, oh,
across the room,
don't do that.
dealing with people you don't even know.
I know.
And you're ready to go up and say, I've got advice for you.
Yes, I'm here for you.
There you go.
I could be a hero.
You could be.
Maybe I need an outfit.
Sherry
so
Scott.
people
Sarah.
know.
What kind of outfit?
With a big A.
For what?
For advice.
not-
Advice woman.
Maybe AA, Amanda advice.
A. I could be AA.
Amanda advice.
Yeah. I don't know. So what?
Or
Scott, what's your
AAA,
talent?
AAA, Amanda's awesome advice.
Yeah.
Give it a qualifier.
Yes.
Qualify. I got 3 minutes till I have to talk.
Okay. Yeah.
3 minutes.
We'll still talk.
Hey!
We'll talk.
What do you think? Do you like this shirt?
I do like it.
So I think I'm going to wear the shirt every day because now you said you like it. That's 2 compliments I've had on the shirt.
Yeah.
I was out. Don't touch.
I just want to
Don't
see if it's
touch
soft.
me.
It looks like it's soft.
HR. If I reached over there and touched you, let me touch it right there. I would be in HR in a second. Go ahead and touch me here like that. But no, seriously, go ahead and touch it.
It is soft.
I like it when you touch it.
Yeah.
Touch again.
Okay, don't like it too much.
Okay. So, no, I was out in the hallway. And Bridget, who works down in 96 Rock, does the morning show down there. She's awesome. Love Bridget lots.
You do.
Especially because she's like, stop it. She's coming out of the kitchen with a coffee. She's like, stop it, Jim. I love that shirt. And
Yeah.
I went, why? Why, thank you. And I pushed the sleeves
like-
down so she could see the whole length of the sleeves and everything. I'm like, why, thank you. I like it myself.
Yeah. I do like it.
And then she kept telling me how amazing it was, and she wouldn't stop telling me how amazing it was.
Wow.
And I took it to mean that I was amazing.
Also, side note, Bridget slammed her finger, and she's all bandaged up, and she's on a lot of painkillers. I'm just gonna throw that out
So you're
there
saying
too.
that perhaps she was not in her right mind?
No. I'm pretty sure she's right on with the shirt.
But
I'm
I know,
just
Amanda,
saying.
you always have advice that's always spot on. Thus, when you touched me and said the shirt was amazing, she was telling the truth too.
Yeah. I validated that.
So there you go.
That whole
You
conversation.
almost said like you invalidated.
Some might say so.
But no, so I told her, I said, every time I wear the shirt, I'm going to come down and see you, Bridget.
Yeah.
And you can tell me how good I look.
It's gonna have his
in
little
it.
walk going down
Yeah.
the hallway. Yeah.
Maybe I need to start working on that. Hang on.
Here it comes.
I had a boss when I lived in Oklahoma, Carla. She always, whenever I wear this one plaid shirt, I love the shirt too. It's this flannel, really soft. When
I think
wore
you've
that-
worn that a few times.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
complimented me on it.
I did.
Carla always complimented me on it. She was my boss, and when I had glasses, she's like, "You look good in those glasses and that shirt."
Oh wow.
I'm like, "Thank you." So whenever I wore it, I always walk by her, and she's like, "Oh, you're wearing it again."
Wow, that's a sexy walk right there. There you go. That's a man who knows what he's got. Walk.
Right?
Yeah. Now go the other way.
You know the flatness of
Yeah,
it? Hang
yeah.
in. It's flat.
This is for Sherry. This is for you, Sherry.
What, Sherry has to see my tush?
Yeah.
I feel violated.
Oh,
Now I got to talk.
he's got to talk, and I got to shut my ringer off my phone. Not very professional this
Who's walking out
morning.
the front door?
7:45. I don't know, because my kid doesn't go to school for another 45 minutes. I will
Maybe he
look-
went out running.
Yeah. No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Might be the garbage bin. I don't know. Every time I shouldn't look because I'm at work.
Bow, bow. In my body. I know, y'all can hear me. I have my microphone here.
Yeah.
In my body. come on.
He's not a singer.
Warm 98.5. Good morning.
He's not
It's
a
Jim
cheerleader.
and Amanda. Thanks so much for hanging
Hey.
out. And do not go anywhere because at 8:10,
Hey, Richard.
we've got cheerleaders coming in. Lebanon Warriors in the house. They're trying to win $1,000 from Wendy's with Jim and Amanda's Football Friday.
Okay, reading your comments there. Yeah, I could make some money. I could make some money on my advice.
Do people get a refund if it doesn't work out?
No refunds. That's,
Free advice is what it
because,
is.
I mean, you can't prove that your execution of following my advice was lacking or not. Yeah. Hey, Sherry, did you like Jim's walk?
Has anybody ever complimented your advice? Said that was great advice, or is it just you? Is it just you?
I don't recall. I know that I have complimented my own advice many a time. And so in my memory, I can't remember
That is true.
if I received compliments. I think, no, this is what it is. I give advice. The person who needs the advice doesn't take the advice. But somebody else who hears me give the advice is like, that's good advice. I'm like, thank you. But not the person who should be taking it. Talking to you, Alicia.
Have I ever? Oh, who's she?
My sister.
Yeah, right. Alicia, please take some advice. Just one piece of advice from her.
Just once.
One piece.
No, this is how I have to give my sister advice. I have to tell.
You look like that.
I have to tell, oh, what's going on with my face there? I have to tell, a bartender or some other friend of hers what I think my sister should do. That I don't tell my sister that. I tell a third party. Then, when some bartender at the restaurant she works at or somebody gives her the same advice, she'll take it.
Oh.
But she won't take it from me. I have to go through a third party route. I could even ask some random person at the grocery store, you should tell my sister, blah, 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 blah. She would take it from some random person she knows nothing about.
Right.
But she would take it from me.
Right. Ooh. I wonder if the microphone picked up my stomach growling right there.
Ooh,
I'll have to go
heard
back.
that. I
Yeah.
heard that.
Oh, hey. Oh, Tina's here too. Hey, Tina.
Tina.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
If my stomach
I
rumbled.
heard. I heard it.
I felt
Duh.
it. I need to eat right now. I think I do. This live? Yes, this is live. I hope
Yeah.
it's live. I hope
Of
so.
course it's live, Richard.
Okay, so two things. One, there was a robber who had the greatest weapon around. Turns out it didn't help him because he still got arrested, although he did threaten the police with it as well. He walks into a store. This is in Japan. Now that we have the Olympics are gone, there's no other reason to talk about Japan unless a
Right.
guy walks into a store and threatens the cashier, give me all your money or I'm going to burn you with my flamethrower that I have
Oh, wow.
in my hand. That looks like a Bic lighter.
Stop
He
it.
lit his lighter. He's like,
Oh, my
give me your
gosh.
money or I'm going to burn you. And the cashier's like,
That's close to what I thought you were going to say. I thought his weapon was going to be like a fart
oh,
or something.
well, if that happened, then the lighter would dissipate the smell. So the guy actually called the cops. Well, the guy's in there, I'm going to burn you. And then the cop showed up and he threatened the police, I'm going to burn you. And I think that's when they just like, you know what? Do we taser him or do we just tackle him?
I would tackle.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, totally tackle.
Oh, Richard said there was a glitch. Well, Amanda has some advice on how to fix that glitch.
Oh, yes. Move to a different room.
If it's good advice, make sure you
Yeah.
tell Amanda. She likes the affirmation.
Yeah. If you move to a different room and the reception improves, that'll be awesome.
So this is a question for HR people.
Tina.
I'm not supposed to mention Tina's
Oh,
HR.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
I was saying that so Tina would perk her ears up.
It could have been any Tina.
So there is this thing going around where people, we've been working from home for quite a while right now, and people are asking for their companies to foot some of the cooling bill because it's been so hot this summer, so flipping hot everywhere. They're like, I've got to run my air conditioning so I can be cool because if I was at work, the air conditioning, the company would be paying for the air conditioning to cool it.
Yeah.
So you need to pay some of my or all of my air conditioning bill.
Wow, I feel like that might be a reach.
Although, I got two things here. Two things. One, I understand. I mean, if you're requiring me to work from home, you are saying I cannot come to the place where I have been hired, where I agreed to work. If you are requiring me to work from home, I completely understand. Hey, I'm using my own stuff. I'm using my chair. I'm using my desk. I'm using many times, some people are using their own laptops at work. I am using my electricity that's normally not on. I'm using my air conditioner. I understand that completely, and I agree, because you're requiring me. I'm using my office supplies, my printer.
Okay.
My file folders, my highlighters, my pens, my staplers, right? I completely understand that. However, at the same time, this is my high horse.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm about to get on my milk crate.
Strap yourself in.
My soapbox right here.
Yeah.
For those of us who are deemed essential employees and not given the luxury of working at home just feet from the refrigerator where you can eat for free, and had to come to work all the time to allow the world to continue as normal, because I am an essential employee. I still had to pay for my gas to drive down here. I still had to put miles on my car, whereas you, who were required by your company to stay home, did not have to put 1 mile on your car for a year and a half. Did not have to fill your car up with...
Do you know how much printer ink I had to use at home?
Did not have to fill your
Printer
car
ink.
up with gas.
Printer ink is
for
more expensive than
an
gas.
entire year and a half.
Gas was at an all-time low.
I was still filling my car up as much as I did before I became essential. Thank you for the title. Whereas you
love being essential.
But-
You
but
love being called essential.
But my point is, and if you're an HR person, I've heard people say this: you're saving on gas. You could buy a cartridge for your printer.
I'm just saying
So
that we have different expenses.
just saying. I understand where people are saying, "Hey, I'm at home," and I got that completely. But at the same time, you were not spending. You saved. When I say you, I mean everybody.
You mean everybody.
I mean
Yes,
everybody.
I got you.
But think about it. You probably saved, if you worked at home, you're probably saving $2,000 plus a year in gas that you would normally spend. And you don't have to get your oil changed as much. You're saving money there. Think of the wear and tear in your car. So you basically got a pay raise to stay at home. You got a pay raise. Hey, we're going to require you to work from home. We're not going to cut your pay. You're going to really get a pay raise because you're not spending money on gas. Whereas me, I keep doing what I was always doing, what I always paid for. I mean, my pay doesn't change. I'm not getting a pay raise. I'm not getting a pay cut. I'm doing.
If I didn't have kids, I would have felt at a way better advantage. But having kids, and yes, it's a personal choice to be a parent, I felt like I was doing 3 jobs at the same time.
Right, but that doesn't have anything to do.
What?
That doesn't have anything to
I
do
know, I'm
with
just saying, it
with
wasn't-
picking up the cost of your stuff.
I'm just saying it wasn't a picnic.
I'm not saying it was a picnic.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it was a picnic
yeah.
or wasn't a picnic. I'm just saying you got a pay raise. Anybody who stayed home got a pay raise because they didn't have to pay for that stuff.
But getting back to the thermostat thing, how you like move it up when you're not home, so you're not cooling down a house you're not
Right.
in. So my husband and I have always been on obviously different schedules because he's not on the morning show schedule.
Right.
He would set the thermostat like to go in the summer to go up because he wasn't home,
Right.
so the house would get hot. And in the wintertime, he would have it be cold while he wasn't home, and it didn't go back to a comfortable temperature till like 5 p.m. Whereas I was getting home at noon and either freezing or dying of the heat because I'm like, think about both of us. I am actually here
Right.
in the heat of the day.
In the heat of the day.
So we'd always have that thermostat war where I would boom, boom, boom,
Well,
boom, boom, bump it to where I needed it to be.
You know how I had, let's check our time here. Hang on a second. I think we're after this song here. What do we got here? So I just had my air conditioner, I had some Freon added to it. And by the way, who is this that said this? Richard says, he's like, people working from home, I actually saw them cutting grass while they were home. And I got a story with that, which is kind of fun. But your air conditioner, and I've heard this before, you really shouldn't adjust. You hear it. Well, you really shouldn't adjust it when you leave. And the air conditioner guy, do you hear my stomach rumble again?
Yeah, I heard that.
He says you really shouldn't adjust it because if you raise it, so it's warmer in the house when everyone's gone, and then I'm gonna cool it down. He's like, you are using way more energy to cool it back down than if you just left it. What do you keep your AC at normally? What would you keep it at?
We keep it at 72.
If you kept it at 72 all day long, whether there's anyone there or not, you're spending less than if when I'm gone, it's going to go up to 80. And then when an hour before I come home, I'm going to drop it back down to 72. You are killing you are wasting
So
electricity.
it's like with gas where you push on the gas, we just stay steady, you use less.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says now heating in the wintertime, that makes sense and that saves money because heat heats up like that where it takes a long time to cool just 20 degrees.
Right.
So
right.
anyway, there you go.
Yeah. It's a hot box.
Staying at home. I heard this the other day. We got a minute 9, right? This I think is brilliant. And HR people might not like this depending on where you're hired and what you're doing. But people at home who are working from home because they've sat
got that.
home, they are taking on a second full-time job.
Really?
Because they found that they can get their job, whatever the job is. Some people found, hey, I can do my job in less time. So they get hired for a second job. Completely different. Different business, different industry, doing something they can do from home.
Wow.
They're getting 2 full-time paychecks.
Double dipping.
Yeah. But if
Wow. Well, will company number one care if they are just as productive from home? Because I think that's the bottom line. Are they getting their job done? Are they being as productive? That's what we're paying them to do.
if it interferes in some places, you can't work anywhere else.
Right.
You have to have permission. Like I believe we have to have permission if we get a job elsewhere. This is our job. Our main focus needs to be here, and a lot of places have that. So if your main focus isn't here, now, if you could still get your job done.
If no one is the wiser, no one is the
So
wiser.
people are getting 2 full-time checks, and they're doing kind of like, an easiest job here, and an easiest job here, so they're able to do it.
Well, I wonder where those jobs are because nobody is working and everybody's doing shortened hours and nobody can get. We have no bus service, we have no child care, we have no this, we have no that because nobody's working. All right,
Wrap it up, Amanda. We gotta go. Hey.
Football Friday coming up at 8:10. That's like 14 minutes from now.
Say y'all be good. God bless.
Be
Take
here.
care.
Bye.